The landscapes of our lives are for learning, where experience is our teacher. When we gather together to share our resources, we are destined to love and thrive. Good morning, Pierre.
Good morning, Maureen. Maureen told me this morning that we're going to do a learning resource. So introduce like a person or a therapy or something like that. And she's going to read it and I'm going to have fun. So let's see how this works.
Yeah, I just didn't want it to be too formal.
Yeah, what are we doing? What's the resource?
So the book I'm going to read a little bit to you from is called Rational Emotive Behavior Therapy.
Okay, wait. I've got a little slow mind. Rational emotive behavioral therapy.
Behavior therapy.
Behavior. Okay, behavior.
It's a mouthful.
Okay, break it down. Go for it.
Albert Ellis is its founder, and I don't want to talk about him, but he's kind of an interesting guy. We'll deal with him later. We actually talked about the Gloria tapes before. And
yeah.
He's one of the guys.
Okay, the 4 people that interview the same guy from different disciplines. Oh my God, I actually learned
3
something.
people.
No wonder it's called learning conversation. All right, good.
Yeah.
Fritz Perls was another guy.
Yep, and Carl Rogers, which we talked about him in a previous podcast.
Right. Okay, so break it down.
We'll link to that for people in the show notes.
Yeah, right. Oh, is this the guy who uses bad language?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's an interesting person, but basically
don't listen to this. Okay, go ahead.
CBT, cognitive behavior therapy, is like the big empirical therapy that is the default therapy that so many people use, and you can do it to yourself online. But anyways, Albert Ellis was really, before Aaron Beck, kinda the creator of CBT, but his is called Rational Emotive Behavior Therapy. It doesn't matter. Okay. So I thought for fun, because we talked about meditation in a previous.
This is wait. This is your idea of fun. My idea of fun is making
puns
on CBD, CBT, whatever it is. It's all good. All right.
We talked about meditation, and we talked about the word black and your thoughts. And so it's about thinking and the way we think and how it can really create a shit show in your life. And it's like, that's the funny part. Okay. This is the fun part. Okay. So.
Oh, great. I got it.
In this book, it basically, he calls using the word mustabatory, as in masturbatory. The 3 main mustabatory irrational beliefs that he came up with were, one is, I absolutely must, under all conditions, do important tasks well and be approved by significant others, or else I am an inadequate, unlovable person. So that thought, right, is very rigid, demanding. I must, I absolutely have to do this, can like never fail, no nuance, Right. You can't have this flexible attitude like, well, some people are going to like me, some people aren't. I'm going to fail sometimes, I'm going to succeed, and it's all okay. Which is
Type A, Polly perfect. I got it. Right.
Right. So very, very rigid. And so.
Oh, wait, Pierre perfect. Let's be gender neutral here. Yeah.
Okay. So then another common belief that a lot of people have and don't know that they're living according to this, right? It's kind of unconscious. Okay. The second one I love is my favorite.
Okay.
Causes so many problems. Other people absolutely must, under all conditions, treat me fairly and justly, or else they are rotten, damnable persons.
Oh my God, how did the guy ever come up with that? Is that like today's mantra for most of the United States or something like that? Oh my goodness gracious.
Told you it would be fun. And then the last one is
well, hold on.
Okay.
When I was in high school, I had a math teacher. I think I was a senior, and his name was Mr. Gowdy. He was kind of a military guy. I think he I love some of those high school teacher guys.
You've
Anyway,
talked about him before. Yeah.
oh no, not Mr. Gowdy. No, not Mr. Gowdy. There are other ones, but I haven't mentioned
Really?
Mr. Gowdy's
I thought
name
I
in
remembered his
a
name.
million years. Math teacher, and he said life is unfair. That was the thing he said, and it shocked me, because I was like, gosh, it's all about fairness. And he goes, no, get over it. Life is unfair. You got this 0 on this math test, and you think the questions are too hard. Life is unfair. And there are certain things that happen in life and it sticks with you. Him saying that, and it wasn't often, stuck with me. And I taught it to my children. I said, hey, we try and make things fair in our family, but that's not the way life is. Life is unfair. And fairness, I used to tell this to my eldest daughter.
Sometimes it's fair and sometimes it isn't.
Right. So and I used to tell this to my daughter all the time, my eldest daughter. Fairness doesn't happen in a day. So, you're not going to sit in the window seat of the minivan today, but you will sit in the window seat of the minivan, which is your favorite seat, in 2 days after everybody gets a chance. And that's the way fairness happens over time.
Yeah.
And that was like a learning lesson. But anyway, I
No,
digress.
but the kid, like it's a kid thing. You hear it's like, that's so unfair. Like how many, but adults, it really can create a lot of suffering for people especially in relationships, and this sense of fairness, and it can't be the way it is. And it's, that wrong needs to be righted, and I need to be the person to right it. And they need to know that they were wrong. And all of that really creates a lot of suffering. So I like that one particularly well, because people are so frustrating.
Mustabatory. Next one.
The last one is, conditions under which I live absolutely must always be the way I want them to be. Give me almost immediate gratification and not require me to work too hard to change or improve them. Or else it's awful, I can't stand them, and it's impossible for me to be happy at all! Exclamation point.
Like,
aren't those awesome?
This guy's a genius, basically. Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, I like that they're so that the way they're phrased is humorous, the mustabatory, and they're so relatable to, it's not in any highfalutin technical language. It's what you experience in the world every day, and you can see this. That's amazing.
Well, that's
You're right.
right. He boiled down, there's a million versions of those, but he sort of boiled them down to those general 3 things about people, your environment, and then
what
your behavior, right? Your actions.
Yeah. What book are you reading to me from?
It's Rational Emotive Behavior Therapy, just a therapist guide. It's just like this is what REBT is. And so, and I have another little workbook.
It's fun.
That you can work through these things. You can realize that you think you have these beliefs that you believe in, or how rigid you are in your thinking, and how much that's causing you emotional distress and suffering, and then how to change them. And so it's pretty good.
Yeah,
it's cognitive behavior therapy. Yeah.
You win. Yeah, that is awesome. Not only did we have fun, which we did, and you read from a book, which I didn't expect that. I really, really didn't expect to be laughing and everything. But we broke down REBT, Rational Emotive Behavior Therapy. I didn't even put an L on the behavior.
We didn't break it down, but we just talked about some of the irrational beliefs. Yeah.
We introduced people to it, and the 3 things that, people have these emotional responses to, right? And like you said, expectations just creates a lot of emotional
awful things happen, but you don't have to awfulize. and in CBT it's called catastrophizing, right? Making it
Awfulize.
like because of your, so it's the way you are thinking about the awful thing, and awful things will happen, unjust things will happen, right? Things won't be fair. But if then your response in your thinking about that is, well, it can't be that way, and then you just create more suffering.
We're coming into political season, and basically everybody, it doesn't matter what side you're on, has to how do you say it?
Catastrophize or awfulize.
Catastrophize. Okay. It's a new word for me. I absolutely adore it. I'm going to use it. I'm going to use awfulize. Love it. I'm so glad we're doing this.
And mustabatory. Don't forget that one.
Mustabatory. Oh my gosh. We
Yeah.
are having fun. Well, who are we?
We are. I am Maureen from Landscapes for Learning. Live to learn to live to learn.
Oh my gosh, that is such a great outro, because it just encapsulates this podcast. I mean, we're chatting, we're learning. I've learned 3 new words, and I'm Pierre from Yoga Heals, and my outro tagline is invented since March 18th, 2020, COVID. Peace through grace, my friends. Peace through grace.